Welcome to Malanadu News. Israel-Hamas war live updates. Israel embassy put on high alert after China attack. Israel-Palestine war updates. An employee of the Israeli embassy in Beijing was attacked on Friday and later hospitalized. The country's foreign ministry said China did not immediately acknowledge the assault. It wasn't immediately clear what sparked the attack, though it comes after Israel had criticized China for its statement that followed Hamas' unprecedented and deadly incursion into the southern Israel last Saturday that sparked the ongoing war between the militant group Hamas, which controls the Gaza Strip, and Israel. Exodus. Palestinians began a mass exodus from northern Gaza on Friday after Israel told 1 million people to evacuate toward the southern part of Palestinian territory. The unprecedented order came as Israel looked prepared for a ground invasion against the Palestinian armed forces ruling Gaza. UN warning. The UN warned that evacuating or sheltering so many people fleeing and en masse, almost half the Gaza population, would be calamitous. Hamas counter order. Hamas, which shocked Israel with a brutal attack a week ago, dismissed the evacuation order as a ploy. It issued a counter order against Palestinians to stay put in their homes in Gaza. The panic. The two contradictory orders for Gaza City, home to hundreds of Palestinians, triggered widespread panic among civilians and aid workers as Israeli airstrikes continued, with the country going for a total siege of Gaza. Israel has cut off all food, water supplies and caused a territory-wide blackout. The situation. Israel-Hamas war has already claimed over 3,000 lives on both sides. Israel had traded fire with Lebanon's armed group Hezbollah, sparking fears of an ever wider conflict. Egypt alarmed. The exodus of thousands of Palestinians has alarmed Egypt over a potential flooding of refugees into Sinai Peninsula. It has moved thousands of security forces towards the Gaza border to prevent a breach. An attack in China. An Israeli embassy worker in Beijing was attacked with a knife by other foreign national and hospitalized on Friday. News 2. Educational information. New education project to be launched to improve language and numerical skills. Thiruvananthapuram government has come up with a special program to improve the quality of school education, as the target of making children learn letters and numbers at the primary level has been found to have been failed. With this aim, the Education Department has prepared guidelines for a 3-year program named Comprehensive Quality Education Project. The aim is to ensure that all children in classes up to 7 acquire language and mathematical skills as envisaged by the curriculum. Mentors are proposed to be appointed to support students and teachers at the school level. In the first phase, it will be implemented on a pilot base in selected schools for children belonging to classes 1 to 4. The scheme will be extended to classes 5 to 7 the next year after considering the practicality in all schools up to class 4. The guidelines also suggested that preschools may be introduced from the next academic year. Samagra Shiksha Kerala (SSK) is implementing this project through the Vidya Kiranam mission. National news. How Congress BJP have considered caste census that has a second thought. While the Congress, along with other India parties, has now made the demand for a caste census along with Census 2011. But the idea had to be dropped as many Congress leaders were against it. Then, as a more conductive option, a socio-economic caste census was held that year, conducted by the Union Ministry of Rural Development in rural areas and the Union Ministry of Urban Development. While rupees 5,000 crores was spent on collecting this data, the BJP that formed the government next decided not to release the data, calling it unreliable. Even under the Narendra Modi government, there have been noises about a caste census. On August 31, 2018, into the last year of its term, after a meeting chaired by Home Minister Rajnath Singh that reviewed preparations for Census 2021, the Press Information Bureau issued a statement saying it is also envisaged to collect data on OBCs for the first time. The BJP has so far rejected the demands for a caste census, while calling itself the biggest proponent of OBCs who are set to benefit the most from such account. A year before 2011 census, the Law Minister and senior Congress leader M. Veerappa Moily became the first leader within the party to suggest that caste or community data to be collected. It's me, Sharon Vinod, signing off.